Hello, my name is Russell Burke. I'm here to talk about the illegal recruitment of prospective student athletes in college basketball. Recruitment violations have been a problem in college basketball since the beginning. Issues dealing with illegal booster endorsements, employment prohibitions, prospective student athlete contact, and many other cases continue to plague the college basketball scene even today. Although there are so many ways that rules regarding recruiting have been disobeyed, the focus of this documentary is on scandals related to the illegal activity that occurs in the pursuit of high school recruits by those who are and aren't affiliated with colleges. The NCAA has quite a bit to say about the changing role of agents in the college and high school setting. One NCAA official said, "Agents aren't just recruiting players from college programs, they're recruiting players for them." Another said that the agent as college recruiter is a serious problem. The NCAA also spoke of its concerns about possible under-the-table agreements between agents and college coaches. Perhaps one of the most infamous cases of such scandal was the recruitment of Chris Webber by the University of Michigan. Coming out of high school, Webber was the #1 ranked player in the country for his class. His success on the court had garnered the attention of many of the nation's top basketball programs since he was in middle school. Along with many of the top collegiate programs, others had also noticed his talent. In 2002, Ed Martin, a University of Michigan basketball team booster, pleaded guilty to conspiracy to launder money. Martin told prosecutors he lent over $600,000 to at least 4 Michigan basketball players while they were amateurs. One of these players happened to be Webber. Between the time when Martin first met Webber, when Chris was an 8th grader, and Webber's last year at Michigan, Martin had given him over $250,000. This money that Martin lent to Webber and other players was a direct violation of the NCAA's legislation concerning specific prohibitions, which prohibits financial aid in the form of cash or like items to prospective student athletes by an institution or a representative of an institution. As a result of this particular case, the University of Michigan suffered severe consequences, which included forfeiting and vacating wins, postseason bans, probations, and the removal of scholarships. The NCAA used this case as an example to show other schools of the severity of consequences that will be faced if rules are violated. There have been many recent infractions reported by the NCAA, although none have come close to matching the magnitude of the Michigan scandal. One of the most noted incidents in the past year or two has been the violations committed by the University of Connecticut. Connecticut has one of the premier men's basketball programs in all of college athletics. Since the arrival of head coach Jim Calhoun, the men's basketball team has made it to the Sweet 16 or better 12 times and won NCAA Division I national championships in 1999, 2004, and 2011. UConn always is among the leaders in the recruitment of student athletes of the highest talent levels. Between 2006 and 2008, Josh Nokemson, a professional sports agent and former UConn student basketball manager, provided Nate Miles, a highly touted recruit, with lodging, transportation, meals, and representation. As a representative of UConn's athletic interests, Nokemson was prohibited by NCAA rules from having contact with Miles and from providing him with anything of value. Tom Moore is a former UConn assistant coach who pointed Miles out to Nokemson in 2006. In an investigation conducted by the NCAA, it was found that during the same period of recruitment, members of the men's basketball staff engaged in approximately 2,000 phone calls and/or text messages with Nokemson. UConn's coaches never questioned Nokemson's relationship with Miles or reported to UConn's athletic administration until November 2007, over a year after Miles' recruitment began. UConn faced penalties that included a 3-year probation, a reduction of scholarships, a shortened contact period with recruits for 1 year, and a decrease in the permissible number of coaches allowed to contact recruits. Over the last few years, other infractions have been publicly reported involving illegal activity between representatives and prospective student athletes at University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, Morehead State University, University of Arizona, and University of California, Berkeley. There is a concern about potential future infractions in the recruitment process because there is an increasing interest in people latching onto a player in hopes of selfishly benefiting from the player's expected success. Nerlens Noel is a prime example of a player that has many different voices and influences coming at him in hopes of bringing him down. Nerlens Noel is from Boston, Massachusetts, and is rated the #1 high school prospect according to many different websites. Even though he's just a senior, Nerlens has been highly touted for many years now because of his size and athleticism, and because he is widely regarded as one of the best shot blocking centers in many years. Among other people, Nerlens has acquired the attention of Chris Driscoll, a former Providence assistant who has known Nerlens since he was in middle school. Chris Driscoll has been surrounded by controversy ever since he was involved in the recruitment of Will Blaylock to Iowa State. Will Blaylock was a highly touted recruit from the Boston area as well, and knew Driscoll, and Driscoll helped him go to Iowa State in the hopes that it would fast track him for the NBA. Driscoll's among the many that are trying to get close to Noel. But getting close to Noel underscores how important it is to be associated with an elite high-level basketball recruit. For a coach, it sometimes could mean a future job at an institution. For someone else, it could just mean the hope that the big money will follow.